My name is Patterson. Today is a very eventful day for us. It is the 6th Investiture and Induction ceremony of the Compliance Institute Nigeria. We believe that today's event marks another epoch of enhancing the compliance culture in Nigeria. Today, we need compliance in Nigeria more than any other thing.
The Oath of Allegiance Compliance Institute Nigeria, as you are inducted today as fellows, ACIN, DCPs, please repeat after me. I do solemnly swear, affirm before the Board of Trustees, before the Board of Directors and colleagues that I will be faithful in all honesty, with integrity, competence, and uphold the ethical standards of the Compliance Institute Nigeria. So help me God. Amen.
Economic and Financial Crimes Commission has one fundamental business, which is all about compliance. The business of compliance is a serious one, especially at this critical time of our nation. There is no system that will work, function very well without rules, without regulations, and then without complying to these rules and regulations. You may have everything in place, the policies, the laws, the rules, all the regulations. But if one thing is missing, you will not get anything. That one thing is compliance.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, increased regulation has produced impressive gains in some sectors. The overall results have been less than commensurated, putting pressure for more regulation, to the extent to which our practitioners understand and know their own obligation to comply to these laws, remain a major sanctuary to achieving a positive compliance that involves reputational risks that comes from fines and sanction of law enforcement.
We are bringing in these new professionals to enhance the compliance culture in Nigeria. That is the objective of Compliance Institute, to make compliance weave into the fabric of our common existence, both in the business world, even in our individual world.
Now, the idea of a compliance institute, just like the MC said, for Nigeria, was born out of the desire to close the identified capacity gap in compliance knowledge and the low level of compliance culture in the country on one hand and the entire African region on the other. 7 years after starting operations, this institute has definitely started seeing an increasing rate of companies embedding compliance practices in their businesses.
The issue of compliance is the most pressing issue in not only Nigeria but the whole of West Africa. It's the only issue that can avert risks and make the financial institutions strong within the entire West African region.
The war on terrorism and the fight against money laundering is a dynamic process, and with the level of compliance Nigeria has attained, we hope that these crimes will become minimal.
Corruption and illicit funds flow is one of the major banes of the problem, not only in Nigeria but in Africa generally. And the Institute recognizes this very well. In fact, it was the driving force for bringing the institute into being, because our intention therefore was to create a platform to ensure that we close the knowledge gap, to breed new breed of compliance officers who are supposed to be knowledgeable on how to prepare compliance programs that can help to fight corruption.
Compliance is central to safety, to economic development, to fight against corruption, to elimination of illicit financial flow in every country. And this is setting a pace for other countries in West Africa region to follow. It is this institute that is now driving the course of compliance in West Africa. And we've seen what they are doing. We encourage them to continue to do more. We even plead with governments to provide detailed support in advancing this course of compliance. That is what will curb corruption.
We at the ICPC appreciate that what compliance officers in banks are doing in terms of cooperation with law enforcement agencies and especially anti-corruption agencies in assisting in the fight against corruption and economic and financial crimes. As much as ICPC welcomes and values the understanding and collaboration existing between us and the compliance department of the banks, as we congratulate the Compliance Institute on the occasion of this fellowship investiture and induction to deserving personalities, please accept on behalf of the chairman of the ICPC and management our best wishes for the progress and success of the institute, as we hope you will make Nigeria banking system a global compliance model.
My name is Shegun Oladejo. I've been planning to have the DCP journey for the past 2 years, and today is a dream come true for me. It's the first step in my compliance journey. What I've learned during the course of this professional course, I was able to deploy it in the industry and help the industry to strengthen, and Nigeria as a whole to strengthen the compliance industry.
My name is Emmanuel Anwago. I currently work with Glamour Bank, and I'm super excited I'm able to get this certification. I'm now a designated compliance officer, and this certification will enable me to give me a deeper knowledge, a wider knowledge on compliance and how it affects our day-to-day activities. Really, I'm super excited and I'm so happy for this opportunity. Thank you so much.